por todos nosotros, que tengamos un bonito día. Por todos nosotros, Padre, te pido que tengamos un día exitoso mientras que nosotros podamos decir, estoy haciendo bien y nada me preocupa. No obstante las amenazas y los retos que tengamos. Porque a quien que hace bien le va bien, y aquel que toma los pasos incorrectos tiene que sufrir las consecuencias de esos pasos. Padre, te bendecimos, te glorificamos y te amamos siempre. Amén. Good morning. If you've just joined us, it is 6 minutes after 7 o'clock. We go straight on to the general weather forecast for today, Tuesday, the 22nd of May. Good morning. This report, generated at 6 o'clock in the morning, says that mainly fair and warm conditions continue to dominate our weather. The 24-hour forecast is going to be mostly sunny today and partly cloudy tonight. Showers or thunderstorms will be generally isolated except for a few over northern and inland areas. Northern and inland areas, well, if that's not a reference to us here in Orange Walk, then I don't know what is. But then again, we have honestly been forecasting rain for this area, and we know that it rains in some areas. But unfortunately, it hasn't been raining here in town where we need it. Well, I'm not saying that in other areas they don't need it, but just that I guess we want our share of rain, because, well, at the end of the day, the heat is so intense that we yearn for some cooling down. The winds blowing from the east at 5 to 10 knots. The sea state light chop. Temperatures along the coast, a high of 89 degrees, a low of 78. Inland, ladies and gentlemen, we're going all the way up to 96 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 73. Remember, folks, that if it is warm or hot and it is humid, then the feels-like temperature is going to be way in excess of 96 degrees, which means that it can easily feel like 105 degrees. So a special warning for those elderly people and those people who suffer with some lung condition, bronchial condition, that they may feel as if they're not receiving enough oxygen, because it's just an asphyxiating feeling that, hey, you know, te estás ahogando, no sabes qué hacer. So be very careful, don't do excessive work. Along the hills, in the hills really, a high of 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Notice the difference, almost 12 degrees between hills and inland, and a low of 70 degrees Fahrenheit. There are no warnings in effect, no watches, no alerts, but just a reminder that within 9 days, or 10 days really, 22nd, 31 days of May, yeah, within 10 days we should be smack into the 1st of June, and if you recall, the 1st of June is when we begin officially the hurricane season. The outlook for Wednesday and Wednesday night is for some cloudy spells with a few showers and isolated thunderstorms, mostly over northern and central areas of the country. A high tide this morning will occur at 2 minutes after 10, a low tide at 3:49 this afternoon, a second high tide at 10:59 tonight, and the second low tide at 5:40 tomorrow morning. The sun rose this morning at 18 minutes after 5, and the sun sets this evening at 20 minutes after 6. And the moon is rising today at 26 minutes after midday, and the moon is setting tomorrow morning at 1:15. Thank you very much, forecaster Michael Gentle. I noticed that you've been posting on the web from way before 6 o'clock. Thank you very much. Buenos días, compañeros. Es un gran gusto saludarles hoy por la mañana. Si nos acaban de sintonizar, bienvenidos. Ya son las 7:10. Y este es el pronóstico del el reporte del estado del tiempo para hoy, perdón, el reporte del estado del tiempo para hoy y obviamente el pronóstico también, pero la situación general puesta como condiciones calurosas continúan controlando nuestro clima aquí en Belice. Así que para las siguientes 24 horas estará soleado, durante el curso del día, por la noche parcialmente nublado, y chubascos o tormentas serán completamente aisladas, es más, uno aquí, uno allá, pero se espera de que del norte del país y en el interior del país, de que aquí tendremos un poco más de lo que el país estará viendo. Así que aquí en el norte y en el interior, y se espera que tengamos chubascos o tormentas hoy durante el curso del día. Así que vamos a cruzar los dedos y todo lo demás para esperar estos chubascos, porque en realidad sí se necesita. Los vientos del este de 5 a 10 nudos, el estado del mar ligeramente agitado. Temperaturas por la costa 89 como una máxima, 78 como una mínima. En el interior del país, compañeros, vamos a subir hasta 96 grados. En el interior como una máxima y 73 como una mínima. Por las colinas 84 grados como una máxima y 70 como una mínima. No hay ninguna advertencia en lugar, pero simplemente un recordatorio de que entre unos cuantos días, menos de 2 semanas, ya estaremos empezando el mes de junio. Y si recordamos, el mes de junio es cuando empieza la temporada de huracanes. ¿Okay? Hay que hacer conciencia de esto y hay que, obviamente, seguir las recomendaciones que nos dan. Hacer su plan de emergencia. No esperar hasta que el huracán ya está aquí en Máscal para que hagamos el plan de emergencia. Eso es una tontería. ¿Ok? Pero se espera que mañana miércoles tengamos periodos de nubosidad con algunos chubascos y tormentas aisladas sobre la porción norte e interior del país. Así que es muy posible y hasta probable que tengamos chubascos durante el curso del día hoy y posiblemente mañana también. Bueno, no se define exactamente que sobre el pueblo de Orinjoc va a llover, pero muchas veces llueve aquí en Trial Farm y no llueve en el centro. Pero ojalá y todos podamos contar con un chubasquito u otro. Una marea alta hoy a las 10 de la mañana con 2 minutos, una baja a las 3:49 por la tarde, una segunda marea alta por la noche a las 11 menos 1 minuto y una segunda marea baja mañana a las 6 menos 20 minutos de la mañana, obviamente. El sol se oculta hoy a las 6:20, el sol sale mañana a las 5:18. También es obvio que ya desde las 5 de la mañana ya está claro, obviamente ya no, aunque el sol no ha salido sobre el horizonte, pues ya hay claridad. La luna igualmente sale hoy por la tarde a las 12:26 minutos y se oculta mañana por la madrugada a la 1:15 minutos. Ese es el reporte del estado del tiempo, compañeros. Muchas gracias, Forecaster Michael Gentle. También quiero, cuando son las 7:14 minutos, enviar saludos atentos y cordiales a todas las personas que están cumpliendo años hoy o que celebran aniversarios. Muchas felicidades. Quiero enviar un saludo cordial y de muy dentro de mi corazón, de parte de toda mi familia, a la señora Lali Cal y su familia. Señora Lal, que lo pasen muy bien. Gracias por su preferencia. Nos encanta escuchar que que nos ve cada día y aquí tomando tiempo aparte para saludarle y decirle muchas gracias a usted y a su apreciable familia. Que la pasen muy bien. También a nuestros patrocinadores, al señor honorable Gaspar Vega, al señor German Vega, obviamente también al señor Eduardo Vega del Benque. Muchas gracias porque estas personas nos apoyan a diario con sus anuncios. También a Gillette's Meat Shop, Belize Marketing and Development Corporation, las tiendas A&R, Belize Press Office, that means Governor Belize Information Service. Muchas gracias. Thank you to all of these people who give us their announcements. Así que muy agradecidos a todas estas personas. Compañeros, vamos a una pausa, 7:15, y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes porque tenemos mucho que discutir, mucho que compartir con ustedes. No se vayan, estaremos de vuelta con ustedes.
Did you know that if you are an owner or operator providing accommodation for cash purposes to any local or foreign guest, regardless of its location in the country, you are required by law to register with the Registrar Hotels at the Belize Tourism Board? Did you know that Section 27(1) of the Hotels and Tourist Accommodation Act, Chapter 285 of the Substantial Laws of Belize, Revised Edition 2011, makes it mandatory for you to register with the BTB? For further information, please contact the BTB by email, telephone, or fax.
You might have a mom, she might be the bomb, but ain't nobody got a mom like mine.
Las tiendas A&R orgullosamente anuncian la llegada de un gran surtido de artículos justo a tiempo para el mes de mayo, mes dedicado especialmente para celebrar y honrar a nuestras queridas madrecitas. Si buscas fragancias, electrónicos para el cabello, electrónicos para el cuidado de cabello, relojes de mano o artículos para el desarrollo físico, no busques más. A&R lo tiene todo. Y si buscas sobrecamas en todas medidas, toallas, cortinas para habitación o baño, juegos de olla, contenedores para basura y muchos artículos más para el hogar, una simple visita a A&R lo resuelve todo. Tiendas A&R, donde el gran surtido y los mejores precios hacen toda la diferencia. Visítanos en cualquiera de nuestras tiendas: Corozal, Orange Walk, Ciudad Belice, Belmont, San Ignacio, Dangriga, San Pedro y ahora en Ladyville.
They see you and know you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175. or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It is exactly 23 minutes after 7 o'clock. Good morning. Again, buenos dias. It's always a pleasure to welcome my good friend, Mr. Robert Checky Usher. Checky, good morning and welcome. How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine, my brother. Thank you
I'm
so
so
much.
glad.
It's Happy Tuesday today.
Yes, and some people confusing it for Monday. No, it's not Monday. It's Tuesday.
Yeah, but you know, we're out of the holidays, the public and bank holidays now until
For
September.
some months until September, yes. So there's no public and bank holiday for the rest of the month. None in June, none in July, none in August. There should be one in August, my birthday. Rather presumptuous of me. But the September we'll have two.
Yeah, we have the 10th and the 21st.
October we'll have one. November we'll have another one. And December we'll have as many as we want.
Yeah, so for now, let's get working. Let's keep
It's
productive.
summer, yes, we have to. La gente, a lot of people complain that Belizeans have too many holidays. That in Mexico and other countries that they don't have as many holidays as us, and that having so many holidays only serves to stifle the economy, the growth of the country, and blah 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 blah. But you tell that the working Belizean, they tell you they want more.
Yep, that is true. They want more holiday. We want more. We want more. But the holiday weekend had a lot of things that happened, Emmanuel. First of all, we'd like
Before we go into that, can you quickly give us a report?
we'd like to congratulate the teachers for the grand celebration of Teachers' Day.
Thank you, yes.
Yeah, most of them attended the activity at the city center in Belize. It was good to see them there. I saw the union leader as well of the BNTU. They were there. So I don't know if the whole membership attend, but she was there. And the Minister of Education was there as well, among other persons in the education department. So it's good to know that Teachers' Day had passed and the teachers went to spend a day together.
Did you get a report as to how many teachers participated?
No, I never really get a report, but from the footage I saw, the place was almost packed.
It was almost ram-jam full?
Yeah, ram-jam. Yeah, but we're glad to know that, the teachers went out and they had fun. We got some police report for it, but we want to bring on Delvey because today is Tuesday, Today is Tuesday, so let me see if we could get Delvey and find out from Delvey what's the weather like in San Pedro as well, because you know how it is, past San Pedro, they have their own kind of weather. I would like to congratulate the guys that participated in the kayak challenge that went all the way from Punta Gorda, ending up at Corozal yesterday, It was something very good because I understand that the persons that were on the waters and following, they got to see some of the great sights of Belize, which is very important.
Good morning, Delvey.
Good morning. Blessed good morning, Mr. Emmanuel, Mr. Checky.
¿Cómo estás? How you doing?
How are you?
We're good.
Bien. Okay. I'm good. I'm doing good as well over this side.
Okay.
Thanks God.
Did you enjoy your Teachers' Day?
Yes, I did. It was really good. We assembled at the Civic.
Yep.
Because this year, Ministry had planned it out for this year, so
yeah.
It was good.
What was the mood of the teachers for the celebration there at the Civic?
Well, for the most part, I guess I can safely say that not all the teachers made it out. We had quite a lot of empty spaces there, but overall it was good because they had a lot of prizes. Super G was there.
Wow.
The principals in the crowd. Yes, Super G was a live entertainment. Then we had Ernest who did a couple of entertainment. For the most part.
Tell me, without going to too much trouble, would you be able to quantify the amount of people that were there, or just give us a rough estimate?
A rough estimate? Maybe in the thousands. Very few, maybe 1,000, 2,000 teachers. I don't know, because there were a lot of empty spaces. The Civic is big.
Yeah, but
it was the first time in years. So.
Okay.
Well, once it passed 1,000, it was good.
So it's it's very clear that those who did assist had a good time.
Who attended?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that, Delvi. Congratulations to all the teachers on their day, on Friday. And, well, it's a pleasure to know that you all had a good day on Friday.
Yes, it was good.
Okay. Delvi, just one other quick question. On the weather report every day, I read out the low temperatures for the coastal areas. And it strikes me to think that whenever we read the low temperature for the inland areas and we know what we go through at nights and we can barely sleep at 74 degrees, how is it like to sleep at nights with 80 degrees low temperature? This must be rather uncomfortable, right?
Not really. I just turn on my fan and call it a night. The weather, I didn't work out, to be quite honest. I try not to complain, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not that bad.
Well, you know, original hot to because when I call earlier, I see a watchman, they go away, got a fan right by bike. Can you find out how to work? Yeah.
I guess the whole reason why you don't feel it that bad is because, well, living in San Pedro has a lot of benefit because of the sea breeze. So it may be warm, yes, but you'll have a breeze.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
true.
I live right beside the lagoon, so
Okay, so
it's the breeze in the evening.
that gives you some sort of relief there. Well, thank you. So the next question is what you have to share with us today.
Okay. All right. Now, this one that of today is entitled Truth Be Told. Truth Be Told. Can I go ahead now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Truth be told. If you have not God, you have not love. To define love is to pick up mystery, tell tales of Romeo and Juliet, chronicles that went down in history. Yet she killed herself at the cost of love, brought pain to her beloved divine. But love is patient, love embraces, love is kind. Love builds you, not breaks you. Love endureth forever in your heart, spirit and mind. Love is not selfish, it does not provoke. It does not stifle, it does not choke. Love makes sacrifices and think other than only about oneself. Love makes way for growth. It is not like a trophy placed and left on a shelf. Love is long-suffering. With a joyful heart it pursues. It is not easily shaken or seasonal like the cold and the flu. Love shines a light amidst the darkness. Jesus paid price, an act of love, for the likes of you and me. An act of love, selfless love. God gave up his only son, crucified on a tree. Not upon request, but because God saw the madness. And beneath all the shades of grey that we sometimes carry on, be done the Father's will. For if you have not God, you have not love. For God is love still.
Nice. They say God's love is the perfect love.
Yes.
Truth be told. And
Yes. We can't find any other than that.
right. And I always say during my prayers that gives you comfort, that gives you confidence. Somebody loves you regardless of whatever's going on. And truth be told, that makes me feel good.
Yes. To know that no matter what you are or who you are, no matter who they against you,
I always have the comfort of knowing that God loves me, and He's never going to stop loving me. And above all, He's going to forgive me for my sins, and He's going to continue loving me regardless.
Yes.
That's very important. Thank you, Delvi.
Thank you too. Have a good day.
You too.
Yeah,
now.
same
Bye-bye.
to you, Delve. Very inspiration as usual. And you know, she mentioned that they had a couple thousand teachers, but I want to mention also, Emmanuel, that the celebration, remember there was a little issue going on that the ministry were asking the union to pay a 1/3. Well, the union never come up with the money, but the ministry come up and they took care of everything.
I'm sure that they did that.
You know, so on that note, the time is, pa?
The time is 27 minutes before 8 o'clock. We have a few pointers we would like to discuss during the course of the show. But first, we'll go on a quick break, and we'll be right back with you after these messages.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital. Or venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
A high school basketball showcase took center stage at the first ever event to take place in the historic state-of-the-art Belize City Civic Center. Thanks to the government of Belize, Belizeans now have a massive modern entertainment and convention facility to be utilized by all sectors of society.
I have gone on record to say as well that Teachers' Day this year, which will come in next month of May, will also be here in the Belize Civic Center. All 5,000, almost 6,000 teachers strong will converge here in the Belize Civic Center for a massive event. There is no other place in this country that can hold the kind of numbers that the Belize Civic Center can hold.
Government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. Do you think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the washers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, rush runs, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not do it in your own country? Fun and relaxation are just a short distance away. Have a taste of barefoot living, or enjoy the sounds and taste of an authentic Garifuna village. Allow yourself to be swept away by southern hospitality and living. Escape the hectic world and enjoy a beautiful sunset. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Residents of Dangriga now have their very own brand new modernized multi-purpose complex, compliments of the government of Belize. This $3.5 million investment in the cultural capital will host sporting events, cultural events, and shows, and can double as a hurricane shelter. Features include seating for 1,000, a fully FIBA certified wooden court, locker rooms with full bathrooms, a stage and changing rooms backstage, concession stands, office space, and ample parking. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, You will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
The Philip Goldson Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goldson International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section B of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and the Buttonwood Bay Boulevard roundabout is underway at an investment of $21 million. Works consist of the full rehabilitation of the road to paved standard, which includes the widening of the road to 4 lanes, lined sidewalks and drains, wide shoulders, median, and parking, plus a bus lane at designated sections of the road. LED road lighting will be installed along with road safety features such as signs, reflectors, and road markings. The project will also facilitate in the improvement of underground infrastructure for the public utility companies. The Government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It is exactly 23 minutes before 8 o'clock. Buenos días, compañeros, si nos acabas de sintonizar. Un gran gusto que contar con tu participación, con tu preferencia, aunque no participes. Muchas gracias por sintonizar nuestro show. Las 7:37, aquí con el señor Robert Checky Usher. Primero, antes que entremos a discutir, before we go on to discuss to talk really politics and things, we would like to ask Checky to give us a quick police blotters report.
Yeah, we got that. We got that. I have one text about this this teachers thing, but we'll deal with that later. On the 21st was Sunday, right?
That was yesterday, yeah. 2 days ago. Sorry.
Okay, so police visit the Carl Hushner Memorial Hospital. That man very popular, no, Mr. Carl. Every day you hear Mr. Carl name. Anyway, upon arrival, they observe Michelle Anderson, 40-year-old fish vendor, with an apparent gunshot wound to the left side of her chest, and Nelson Joel Lopez Aguilar, 30-year-old. You see how young pa? 40 and 30-year-old.
So 2 men?
One is Michelle, and the next one is Joel.
Michelle is the lady?
Yep. Joel Aguilar, 30 years, Salvadorian, meat vendor suffering from apparent gunshot wound to the left thigh. Initial investigation revealed that Anderson and Aguilar were inside the market in the same style when a male person approached them and fired several shots at them that resulted in the injury of Anderson and Aguilar. He said Anderson was pronounced dead on arrival at the KHMH, while Aguilar is in a stable condition. Police are investigating.
No reason behind the shooting? How come you tell me? How come the police blog is going to tell me about the story and this is from Sunday?
Yeah.
Have you heard any further news?
No, they just keep on investigating. You know, a man just walk up the market and shot 2 people.
How, yesterday did they issue some sort of release about
No, I don't hear anything on it from yesterday yet.
You see, it's bothersome to think
Yeah.
that we did a fish market and that it's just somebody just gonna shoot you and but then again, it seems to be the order of the day.
Yeah.
So we should not be surprised anymore.
Like somebody reminded me that those are the unlicensed and unregistered firearms that is causing all this killing out there. Also at the Blue Angels Club in San Ignacio, no Blue Angels, isn't it, Joe? Police arrive and observe the lifeless body of a male person on the step of the Blue Angel Club. Two apparent gunshot wounds, one at the head and another at the stomach. He was later identified as Cain Gentle of Esperanza Village. Initial investigation revealed that Gentle was socializing at the Blue Angels nightclub. However, he exited, and was standing by the stairs when a male person approached him and fired 2 shots to him, fatally injuring Gentle. Police are investigating. You see that guy just like that part? The two are almost the same thing. They go on a fish market and they shoot up. This one, they chill out by the step, and somebody go on there and they shoot the man.
My question, and we had a little discussion just the other day between friends and family, that it is claimed that on one end that if you are involved with criminal activity, that you are vulnerable.
Yeah.
And that if you're not involved in any sort of criminal activity, well then you're safe. Well, that's not 100% guarantee that somebody who is not involved in criminal activity will never be shot. We have seen and we have heard of people being shot at and killed, and they were very simply passers-by.
Yeah.
And they were very they were not involved any at all in these.
Yeah, I can remember some of the kids who got shot, I believe.
Exactly. But the point I want to get to is that some people saying, you know, these gangs and these are killing and killing and killing, and eventually they will kill out themselves. And hopefully that they will come when there will be no more killings. This is that one person's way of looking at it, and says, que se maten. And I go like, wow. You know what I mean? I go like, that's kind of very, very, but that's a crude reality.
Yep.
That's a crude reality. So should we just lie in wait for that day to come when we have peace, or should we obviously begin to get involved in trying to lessen the criminal activity? But it seems to me that it's a very, very difficult challenge that the police has in their hands.
Yeah.
And it's not only a police issue, it's now a national issue.
Yeah, it is a national issue.
It is now a national issue when people are being killed left, right, and bloody center. Some for being involved and some for not being involved. And we go like, when will it stop?
Yeah, there is a lot more to report on, but most of them remain similar. The same thing, they got hit and run and a lot of different things.
Well, spare us those details.
You know, so we want to deal with them afterwards. But somebody sent a text and said, why did the Minister of Education decided to pay for the 1/3 of the union's contribution? Well, that's his prerogative. Yeah, he figure out why he pay and why they may need for pay, you know. So, but that's it, you know.
Well, like I said, yeah, I guess you explained it quite well. That's his prerogative. But at the end of the day, if he knew that he was going to pay it, well, then why not announce it from the very beginning and avoid that abrasive relationship between teachers and government, and just tell them what, come, this is a free for all.
There was a back and forth with the union and the minister as well, you know.
And man, if you were big enough, you would avoid that kind of situation. I mean,
they don't end up still the pay, and then
God knows, you know, we're talking about a deputy prime minister, deputy party leader, but we really tell you straight up. I mean, I really tell you straight up that he's too confrontational. And if he were big enough as a politician, as a person, I don't know how old he is. Maybe he's 40 years old, but you want to avoid these kinds of things. Knowing particular that you're a politician and you want the people's favor and the teacher's favor, for God's sake, learn how to shut your mouth. And learn when you should do things and when you shouldn't do things. But look, he said that the teachers will be required to pay a third of the expenses and so forth and so forth, and that caused a little confrontation.
Yep.
And then he's going to tell us, oh, the teachers didn't want, so I'm going to end up paying for it. But it's my belief that he knew that the teachers were going to refuse to pay it. And if he didn't know that, then business for being no minister.
Yeah.
He knew that.
And
he knew that.
Vice versa, the union, they must realize if we not pay, you have to pay.
Thank you very much. So they refused to pay, then he had to swallow his words. And not only his words, but I guess at the end of the day, his pride as well. Well, I'm hoping his pride because it's a learning process. Life that was school, you have to learn, but many of us sometimes, because we're too filled with our own selves, that we don't permit ourselves to grow. And we need to look at these situations, and we need to grow. But in particular, I can dismiss if Checky makes an error, or I make an error, or somebody else who is not a high-profile individual. But when you're the deputy prime minister of a country, man, before you act.
Yeah, and then you see some of the things that so I believe what the minister can do, or maybe a suggestion, have people in the ministry to deal with them things, man. I come out and negotiate with them people, not you as the minister.
But apparently he's taking these things personal, and he doesn't realize that he's causing a rift. So I'm not telling you that he's not a good person. He may be a hell of a good person, but we who don't know him personally and look at it, our perspective is such that, man, he needs to become more politically mature and stop having all of these confrontational attitudes, and because everything is confrontational to him, with him. It's teachers, and then there's a back and forth, and no politician should be going through that. You should be trying to embrace these people and bring them in to your favor. That's what politics is all about, isn't it? Unless you have the idea that politics is about sticking to your principles. I did not say that. I did not say that. But Hyman, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and the thing is with the confrontation, and so most of the time he end up on the losing side. Right? You understand? So they got a ministry, Mr. Minister. I think you should have sit back and leave it and make them people come out and be the front, Because you are the minister, right?
I heard that even during the presentation he was throwing stones at the teachers.
Yeah, I heard them in the chew back for
I don't know if this is true. Me just to tell you, me the girl just like how I get up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And some people would say, you're cutting your nose to spite your own face. Where'd it go on? I'm sure Dean Barrow would not make that kind of, would not make those kinds of mistakes. I'm sure that other politicians would not do that. Rather, they would be embracing. They would be good politicians. But, man, we tired of hearing about Patrick Farmer and got confrontation with teachers. I mean, I swear. Come on, man. Let us put in policy that actually benefits our teachers and actually
our country.
You know what I mean? And have them on your side. For God's sake. It's case done for me.
Yeah, well, that's that. But once again, we'd like to congratulate the teachers on their celebration of Teachers' Day. You know, so we continue here this morning, Emmanuel. We got some pointers there that we want to touch on.
Yes, I gathered that the San Pedro Town Council thing done, no?
Done?
Uh-huh.
No, man, I never hear that done. They go into court.
Okay, all right.
There is a date set for them to return back to court. Then they talk about, I think, that 276 ballots where they can't give a conquer, and they say the chief election officer, the returning officer, or somebody carry the box there, and I think they open the box, and according to the attorney, Mr. Courtney, they said the box they never supposed to open, the box supposed to be sealed. Why you open the box after they don't conk? So that is in court right now, and the mayor of San Pedro, Daniel Guerrero, he's going to court, and the mayoral candidate for the People's United Party, he's from Orange Walk, Mr. Andre Perez. He's on the other side, no? And then they have different parties, the two parties representing them people. So I understand that there is a hearing coming up sometime in June, I believe, or sometime.
I was visiting some friends and family last night, and I did not watch the news on Friday. Obviously, I was not even here in Orange Walk, but I must have been on the road. But what happened is that I was led to believe, for some reason or the other, that the situation had pretty much been closed out. But we'll keep following that situation. But one of the things, ladies and gentlemen, that has become paramountly clear to me, and this is changing topics a bit, is that it's been approximately 6 months that I have been living on the Otrobenke, in the Otrobenke area and on the Otrobenke Road. And the following day, or perhaps 2 following days after beginning to reside in that area, I noticed that immediately became clear to me that there were people who were driving way in excess of the speed limits. And I voiced my concern on the show, and I said that it's an accident waiting to happen. Bam! On the 23rd of December, there was an accident. And there have been a number of other accidents happening on that road since then. And I'm just hoping that we don't have a major accident happening on that road anytime soon because of our lack of response. Yes, lack of response. What happens is that if you stand by the Otrobenke Road, by, say, where Lanova Ola is, or by where the corner of Lyle Street, that's Lyle, right?
Yeah, Lyle Street.
You will notice that there are some vehicles traveling at 70 and even 80 miles per hour on the Otrobenke Road. Vroom! And we go like, good Lord, I mean, if there was a young child who was crossing, that driver would not have the capacity of braking of stopping.
You can't stop. You can't stop.
Sufficiently early to be able to avoid an accident.
You can't stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm appealing to you. It could be your son, your grandson, your grandchild, and even if it's not, but it could be your neighbor. Let us voice our concern about this situation and try to address it as soon as possible. The question is, what can we do? What do we do? The question is, do we post traffic wardens in that area at day and at night? Because it's not only at night that it happens, as early as during the day it happens.
Yeah, that are true.
But especially at night, at 10, 11 o'clock, especially Friday night and Saturday night, boom, you only see them pass. And it's time for us to be proactive rather than reactive. Because God forbid that one day we wake up to news that so many people were dead, were killed because of somebody who's speeding on that highway. Man, this is tongue limits. There is a limit as to the speed limits in that area. It's 25 miles per hour. Why is it that we permit people going 60 and 70 miles per hour? And the irony is that they don't stop and they go up the hill by police station. So I'm sure that the officers there know when the vehicles pass by at 50 miles per hour. So my question is, why isn't something being done about that?
Yeah, we see traffic officers from the town council out here early in the morning by the hospital area, no? Mm-hmm. I saw them more than one morning.
I would like to invite, if the jurisdiction of the town council extends all the way to the hospital and beyond, but I'd like to invite them to please post traffic wardens at night. Just put one person there, two persons there, and believe me, that would begin to make a difference. Also, I don't know about the topic. I know there's a lot of what can I say? People just don't want to put up pedestrian ramps and bumps on a major highway.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But sometimes it is absolutely necessary for that to happen because, I mean, severe problems need severe solutions.
Yeah, this might be an international highway, but it's within town limits.
Severe problems need severe solutions. So I don't know if it would be the town council that would need to put up these
pedestrians and
ramps, or the Ministry of Works or whatever, and how long it would take for them to do that. But good Lord, in pretty much the same way people cried out for a pedestrian ramp on the Belize Corozal Road by Landis, I think that pretty much the same thing is happening on the Otrobinke Road. Yeah. And even more so because it's a free-for-all.
Yeah, right at the lane there by Cinderella Street and the highway here, like that traffic light there. So like one time people had to come down by Courts and they see that yellow light, they come and look here. When they pick up the speed, no, that yellow light, that one alert, you know, that you're not supposed to run through that yellow light. But people say, oh, the yellow light, they come and they give me warning, call it red, so I try to beat this yellow light. And I pick up so high speed. Somebody sent me a text. I don't know what they mean by this text. He said, who built that road? So I don't know if then they try blame it on the person who built the road or what.
Well,
what does this text about?
Just ask us the question. Who built the road who built the road was the government.
And it was necessary.
Built the road.
Yeah, it was necessary.
I mean, it was contracted to an individual, but I don't understand.
The question that they say who built that road?
Yeah, because it's not leading us to anything. But the point is that as a people, we need to become. It is not only an appeal to the authorities; it's an appeal to the drivers, to the people, to the residents in that area. Please be careful. to the drivers, please understand that this area is, yes, you're on a highway, yes, but you're within town limits, for God's sake. You should be driving a maximum of 25 miles per hour, no faster than that. And therefore, you need to abide with that.
Yeah, because...
Now, people are going to start railing up if you put up a pedestrian crossing in that area, and a lot of people may become hurt because they will not know that the pedestrian ramp is there and still go at 60 miles per hour and just be literally shaken up. But I guess that's the only way it takes for people to bring down their speed, man. For God's sake, this is not, you know, the Pano Expressway. Please, you are within town limits. And I'd like to invite the authorities, the municipal authorities, to please look at that situation. If you were only to sit by that area where I live, to sit and to actually take in the reality of it, you go like, my God, how are these people driving so fast? And the thing is that there was a situation where there was a line of 3 or 4 vehicles, and then somebody who was, God bless his soul, was very valiant and courageous, just come up to the left and start to overtake. And then at the same time, another one was coming down. So can you imagine the situation? That driver was in teleles because he didn't know what to do. He either speeds up and advances and goes ahead of the vehicle, or he just come off on the road.
Yeah.
Fortunately, you know what happened? The driver in front
slowed
down to permit him to cross. But Ivan, this is not a do or die situation where you have to be there in it was not an emergency. Just take your time, for God's sake.
Yeah. And we have to remember that them vehicles, they are man-made, so they can have brake failure. They can have a lot of different things where tire could bust. You could run off on the road and maybe not hit nobody, but maybe run off on the road and turn over and hurt yourself.
Like I said, I just hope that I will never be able to come and that I will never report on a major accident on Ocho Benque, and in that general area, because of our lack of response to the situation. I'm asking, please, estoy pidiendo, estoy suplicando, estoy pidiéndole a las autoridades, pero no solo a las autoridades, pero a los dueños de vehículos, a los choferes, que por favor hagan conciencia cuando están en el pueblo de mantener su velocidad dentro de los límites. Estamos viendo aquí vehículos pasar por la calle Ocho Benque a 60, 70 y 80 millas por hora. ¡Bum! Y todo lo que hacemos es preguntar, bueno, ¿y ese qué pasó? Y la cosa es de que les está sucediendo, y está sucediendo sin que la gente se preocupe, sin que nadie diga nada. Y ojalá y no suceda, pero estamos rezando de que no suceda un accidente, no tengamos un accidente feo en esa área. Simplemente tenemos que poner medidas para evitar eso.
Yeah, and they got many people that might not realize where that solid yellow line is there. And they always overtake on a yellow line, you know. They don't watch on it, and they yellow line there because of your safety. When the people build the road, they say, okay, we need to put yellow line here because I don't think people can overtake here. But they don't watch on the yellow line, you know. Yeah, they have 2 lines. But when I look on that, if any vehicle they come up front and they have enough space, they can pass, so they just overtake and pass.
That's so true. But may explain the difference about the yellow lines and the lights.
But they got the double lines too. You cannot overtake. Also the solid ones, you shouldn't overtake. They have the ones that we got the least space in between. That gives you the indication that you could overtake them, but you only could and should overtake if the upcoming traffic front of you is clear. Not because you see that then you are just go overtake. Remember, you not only endanger people, you endanger yourself as well. And this text is saying, why can't the police stop these people when they're over speeding?
Well, because well, that's a good question. That's a very good question. Why is it that we don't have any sort of traffic wardens in that area? I don't know how to answer. I don't know how to answer that question. That's exactly why we have the problem, because it continues unabated and unnoticed. And at the end of the day, we will need to have.
Yeah, they have you see, like when they go to the States, when they travel, they got this the speed meter up there and show how fast you travel, but that still not stop people from go fast. The thing is that
oh no, it does, because what happens is that the police follows you, puts on a blaring light and puts on the siren and they tell you, please move to the please take the side. And then they stop you right there and then. All it takes is vigilance. Put one police vehicle right by Carter Tate Street and Wayne, and just with one of those meters, and you see how it will stop, begin to stop. Or put up one pedestrian ramp right by Albert by La Nueva, just slightly. Although there may be, some people may say, oh, there are no schools in the area. But
they got pedestrian people around there. They got school around there, man.
Tortuguitas, como se les dice, esas cositas, ya no funcionan, ya ni están, y saben que a lo que están haciendo los choferes, están yendo al lado donde las tapitas esas ya no están, así que se maniobran de un lado al otro lado de la carretera para evitar las tapitas esas. Vamos a tomar esta llamada.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
¿Puedo hablar en español?
Ándale. Adelante.
Solo quería decirte que acá en Chalfán, acá en Chalfán, en frente de...
Habla con nosotros, no escucha la televisión.
Si ni la policía respeta acá frente de Chalfán, que pasan muy dura también, ¿qué espera de la gente? Ajá.
Las policías dicen.
Okay.
Los chiquitos están pasando de la escuela y van duras. Ajá, pasan duras como que van a dar herencia. Yo lo veo porque yo estoy enfrente. Están viendo con los niños de la escuela de las 11:30. Ajá.
Ok, muchas gracias, señora.
Ahí está, miren, sí, porque aquí hay una queja que ni los mismos policías están manteniendo su velocidad. Bueno, ahí hasta cierto punto, pues si ellos están yendo, si están correteando a alguien, pues se justifica la velocidad, pero al final del día pero ellos también deben de mantener su velocidad dentro de los límites. Pero la cosa es que la pregunta más grande es cómo es que ellos no tratan de poner sistemas, implementar algo para reducir la velocidad en esta carretera. Ya llegó al punto, compañeros, cuando si bandas, yo tengo pavor, no miedo, pavor de ver un niño caminando en esa calle, porque si hasta los adultos se tienen que estar saliendo de los lados para permitir que los benditos autobuses, porque buses están yendo a 50, 60 millas por hora. También, ¿Te imaginas? ¿Te imaginas qué harían con una persona pequeña? Así que simplemente estamos haciendo conciencia aquí de la situación, compañeros. Estoy martillándolo y martillándolo para que podamos tomar medidas para reducir el riesgo, reducir los peligros, porque si al final del día no lo hacemos, entonces vamos a desafortunadamente que sufrir las consecuencias de nuestra inactividad. Y eso pudiera ser por accidentes, o pérdida de vida, y eso no es lo que queremos. Lo que queremos es que sí podamos andar en la calle sin tener miedo de que venga un autobús o un camión o un carro, una camioneta viajando a 60, 70 millas por hora y que nos atropella a nosotros y nuestros hijos. Yo veo que esta situación necesita remediarse inmediatamente. Eso está absolutamente claro para mí. Yo creo que, yo no sé, quizás las autoridades pudieran discutirlo y ver cómo mejor atender esta situación, pero de que estamos gritándole a las autoridades, por favor, poner las medidas necesarias para reducir la velocidad de los vehículos en nuestro Benker Road. Y también, obviamente, apelarle a los dueños de los vehículos, a los choferes, por favor, manténganse dentro de los límites de velocidad. Estás dentro de la ciudad, del pueblo, 25 millas por hora es lo máximo que debes de estar conduciendo dentro del pueblo. Ya fuera del pueblo, pues 60, 55, ¿no? Es la máxima. Pero dentro del pueblo, por el amor de Dios, no porque la carretera está buena y no porque se supone que no hay nadie en la carretera, vas a tomar tu tiempo. Y otra cosa, las motocicletas. ¡Vum! Esos motocicletas, choferes de motocicletas, no tienen capacidad de parar si es que tan de repente sale un perro o un niño. ¿Qué va a suceder? Quizás no mates al niño, quizás no mates al perro, pero te vas a morir tú, chofer de la motocicleta, porque estás yendo tan rápido que vas a darte vuelta para evitar el choque y te vas a colisionar con una pared o algo. Y eso es final del evangelio para ti. Buenos días.
Hello, good morning. Sugar City Morning Show. Okay, Power need to go up on break.
Sí, tenemos que ir a una pausa. Son las 8:13, compañeros. Si es que quieres participar, 302-2170, ese es el número para llamar, o si quieres mandar textos, 600-5769, 600-5769. Pero primero vamos a esta pausa.
Hi, I'm Judy Hua, and I'll let you know about my DigiNet experience. It was so easy. Literally, they just asked for a few things like my ID, they asked for my address, and they even asked me questions that how could they improve their service. I won't lie, I'm a social media holic. I would surely recommend it to my friends, especially when we're doing our FaceTime calls or WhatsApp calls. You know, our calls won't get dropped.
See you guys in a bit then.
For my professional side, well, I do television, so for me, we have to download a lot of files. We have to ensure that when we receive them, we check them before it goes on air, and DigiNet has made that experience easy for me. I have the 5 meg plan, which is wonderful because it's only $69, so I'm really glad that they did the promotion. In my area, in Kingsport, I was the first one to sign up.
Available in San Pedro, Northside, Belize City, Ladyville, Belmopan, and now Orange Walk. Coming soon to Placencia.
you have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with the cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Maintaining steadiness, consolidating stability, advancing growth.
In the Capital 3 budget, provisions of over 43 million have been made to finance the following key infrastructure projects. Continuation of the upgrading of the Hummingbird Highway, $11 million. Continuation of the Belize Southside Poverty Alleviation Project, $4 million. Commencement of work on the upgrading of new sections of the George Price Highway, including the construction of a new double-lane bridge at Roaring Creek, $13 million. Commencement of work on the upgrading of a new section of the Philip Golson Highway, $5 million. Commencement of work on the new Airport Link Road, joining the access road to the PGIA, joining that with the Western Highway, $3 million. Commencement of work on the new Hallover Bridge, $3 million. And commencement of work on phase 1 of the Caracol Road project, $4 million. In addition, provision of $9.5 million has also been made for projects in the education and health sectors and towards our vaunted poverty alleviation programs. Mr. Speaker, I should point out that as we have done in all the years since taking office, we will again be financing our capital program wholly from concessional sources provided by our international development partners. We will not be borrowing any funds on commercial terms. These are the investments that will continue the transformation and continue to bring the jobs to lower even more the unemployment rate and lift lives and the economy.
The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Why go anywhere else on vacation when an unforgettable experience awaits you right here in your own backyard? Explore southern Belize, home to the Cacao Trail, the historically rich Maya, and our illustrious southern heritage. Satisfy your sweet tooth with a cacao tour, relax by the river, or enjoy a basket weaving demonstration. Stop in for some delicious southern food. Come and enjoy some good old-fashioned southern hospitality. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional road works will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Freshly extracted local honey, perfect for today's dessert. And these locally produced onions, they are just the right size for my popular onion rings and hamburgers. And these cuts of sheep lamb, also grown locally, are just perfect for my succulent barbecue. When I think about my family's health, I buy local products first. After all, they are fresh and healthier. And if you do the same, you're shaping a brighter future for your community, your family, and yourself, as local spending circles back to you. Remember, when you buy local products, you are building a better Belize. This message is proudly sponsored by the Food and Agriculture Organization, European Union, Ministry of Agriculture, and Belize Marketing and Development Corporation.
Ever since my mom switched to DigiNet, my internet experience has not been the same. My online gaming is on point. I can keep up with my online classes and I enjoy Netflix and chill even more. Nothing beats DigiNet's reliable internet speed. I pay only $69 monthly for my 5 megabyte plan. It's perfect for my budget. And you can even get higher speeds that's bundled with free mobile and free home phone for even more savings. But don't take my word for it. Visit the BTL office and ask about DigiNet today.
Available in San Pedro, Northside Belize City, Ladyville, Belmopan, and now Orange Walk. Coming soon to Placencia.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta. It is 23 minutes after 8 o'clock. I'd like to apologize at this moment to the audience because our telephone, for some reason or the other, was not
enough for charge.
Yes, so immediately come and go.
Yeah.
But now it's ready. Llámanos si es que necesitas, si es que quieres enviar si quieres dar tu comentario o si es que optas a enviarlo por texto, mensaje, hazlo como tú quieras, pero nuestra línea ya está abierta. Our telephone our line is open. But Chucky, I'm going to ask you to proceed with the message.
Yeah, like what that lady said when she called that some of the police officers are driving fast around the school in the Trial Farm area. This one I always say, too much traffic warden and people still running through red light. Why employed so much? You know? And then this next one.
Well, that raises a question. Is it then that the traffic wardens are not doing their job? Or is it that it's too much of an overwhelming job for the traffic warden?
Or maybe they chase somebody, but if they chase somebody, they're still not supposed to run through red light. Emergency vehicles like ambulance and so on, they have on their lights, and so they could run through red light, or police, but what traffic warden just you're in danger your life as well, man.
And another thing I'd like to quickly mention is that the other day I saw an ambulance, and the ambulance had to move away across because some people were not respecting the fact that it's an ambulance behind them and that they should, for God's sake, pull over on the side of the road and permit the ambulance to pass. Eso es la ley. Si tienes una ambulancia detrás de ti, ponte al lado inmediatamente. Y no digas, y por la frente no lo está haciendo, así que ¿por qué lo voy a hacer yo? Ese es nuestro problema, que nos gusta comparar. ¿Y por qué aquel no lo hace? Porque yo lo voy a hacer. Tú hazlo. Eso es lo que la ley te pide. Si lo haces, empieza haciéndolo tú, entonces otros van a seguir el ejemplo. Pero ¿qué tal si fuera tu abuela que está en la ambulancia y desafortunadamente fallece ahí dentro porque no logró pasar? Porque hay muchos vehículos enfrente de la ambulancia que no lo permitieron llegar al hospital a tiempo. ¿No te sentirías culpable?
This one is saying here, I know that people like to point fingers. Why should we worry who built the road? Be responsible and do your part. If you all see people driving too fast, that doesn't mean that you have to follow them and do the same.
No, you just have to go by the speed limits, man.
Go by the regulations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe what we need is more traffic. The signs that says you're within town limits. Please limit your speed to 25 miles per hour. All of that is necessary.
That's why, what I mentioned one time, why a lot of things go wrong in this country because too much political decisions are made. And not stopping because he not the minister, brother, or the one that the mayor good ballot that or.
So Ministry of Transport, we're calling you out. I know that the road is not within the purview of the town council.
Right.
It is the Ministry of Transportation. So, hey, we're calling you out, please. Whoever you may be, wherever you may be, try to put up some signs.
And they got people that are working in the office there, no, Emmanuel. I don't know why the traffic officers are.
They will say, excuse me, I have to say this. The first thing they will say is, we don't got no money for that. Well, if they have money to pay you, then there is money. Because if they don't have money to do the project, then what the hell are you doing in your office?
Yeah, because they have enough people working in the office who got them out there to work. But they don't sit down in the office and cool off all day.
We don't got no money, but yes, you get paid.
But they got bikes, man. They got bike. I tell you, don't need no money for the power bike.
But I mean, we need to react to these things, man. We're too complacent.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Días.
Buenos días.
Quería decir del traffic office.
Ajá. Adelante.
Ajá. Días, quería decir del traffic office. De los verdes de Town Hall.
Adelante.
Vienen por trabajar y se ponen en la sombra en vez que estén vigilando. Y a los carros que pasan duro están sentados grabando fresco y después de nosotros lo estamos pagando y no están trabajando bien.
Así que se ponen bajo la manta de guaya y ahí se quedan. Ay, Dios.
Todos están ahí bebiendo refresco y los carros pasan duro.
Maybe I write down a license plate, man.
Como dice Mr. Chequín, es pura política. Ahorita no es política. Tenemos que trabajar unidos como una familia.
Gracias, lo has dicho todo. Sí, no debe haber política en esto. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias.
Maybe when they cool off, maybe they write down the people license plate when they pass, man.
Do you think so? Do you honestly think so?
Well, I figure that's why they're not cool off.
Do you honestly think so? I'm going to ask you, do you honestly think so?
I said maybe.
Okay, all right.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
All right. But it is a serious problem, Emmanuel. It is a serious problem. This has been there for so many long time.
I wouldn't open my mouth so big if I didn't realize that there's a big problem, man.
But you see it with your eye, man.
I live on the road.
Yeah.
And we ain't going 60, 70 miles per hour. Vroom! Vroom!
Yep. And then you see, Emmanuel, when it comes to the Ministry of Transport, like women they talk about, they They leave, whatever I call it, they leave bumps when they got there. They think that, you know how long they think they come off of there? Why they can't go and replace them? The Ministry of Works and Ministry of Transport supposed to work together. I said, okay, if we can't do it for transport, make we get a leave work thing for works. And if we see anything that work, hey, there are things that work. Make we put up pedestrian ramps, make we put up some bumps before you reach a pedestrian ramp, because this one right there, so there, right there, so by the entrance to go to the school there, that's no joke, because when time kids they pass at school and their vehicle they come, not us, but when 6 o'clock the evening come, because they bus and they come in and they not they stop at all. It's very, very dangerous. But if you go on high pedestrian ramp, they have to slow down. Sometimes they got some people they come from border with just clear border, look like they want to reach home and they fly across. One of them look like one of the vehicles and they throw the back, they pop off on there. You see anything the man tell me by
problema de grande magnitud.
You see the one who come from the San Martin Street? By San Martin gas station there. They got one there by one Chinese there. Look here, the Chinese man tell me, please tell the people and please tell them make they slow down. I know they out there, but I see it and I just hear plap, plap, plap. He said, you could kill people, man, you could kill people. He said, I know they out there for make they knock me down. A lot of people across the street. There is no kind of, well, I don't see no sign there. I don't know if they don't put up any. I don't see
no, they're not putting up any. Ministry of Transport. Please do something about this thing. I believe that for as much as we may have our day's jobs, our day's responsibility to do all during the course of the day from 8 o'clock to 5, there must be an element of planning. There must be an element of being able to then put on a supervisory, trying to be able to give an overview of the situation. So tell you what, yes, I'm in my office, but I do realize that there's a problem on the Trial Farm Road.
Talking about
to come from the top.
Talking about office, he said, Emmanuel, you know what you're talking about, but I believe that what you're saying, it's going into deaf ears. We have 3 authorities when it comes to traffic in our town. We have from the police department, we have from the transport department, and we have from the town council. If these people cannot regulate traffic, how can you guys up there regulate it?
Well, you know something, we will never be able to regulate it, but estamos creando conciencia del problema. Y si es que nosotros podemos influir a 5, 10, 4, una persona a que cambie su forma de ser, entonces estamos haciendo algo. Pero nos gusta pensar de que la gente nos escucha y que la gente entiende de que este problema es un problema fuerte y que al final del día se va a ir haciendo la propaganda de esto y se va a continuar hablando y hablando y hablando dentro de familia y amistades y que al final del día quizás se haga algo. Pero estás absolutamente correcto. Tanto el Transport Department, Ministry of Work, el Police Department, como el Ministry of Works tienen responsabilidad para el tráfico en esta área. Pero yo no sé quién es la autoridad más pesada cuando se trata de controlar, poner medidas para controlar la velocidad de la carretera. Yo no lo sé. No sé si es el Ministry of Works. Me imagino que es Ministry of Works Transport Department.
Transport.
Me imagino. Porque el Town Council tiene responsabilidad para las otras calles, excepto las carreteras, que caen dentro de la responsabilidad directa del ministerio. Así que son esta gente que les estamos llamando.
And we also have the police traffic department as well.
Pero ellos solo, me imagino que solo están para no para crear política. Con eso digo, not to create policy, but they're there to enforce the law.
Yeah, but they set up checkpoints as well, and when time the police set up checkpoints, you'd be surprised to see how much of the vehicle and park on the side. Some not got insurance, some not got license.
Exactly. So I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to see that. But that's only for checkpoints.
Yeah, only for checkpoints.
That's only for checkpoints. But the problem is that at 9 o'clock at night, maybe even 10:30 at night, maybe 6:30 at night, even as early as that, because I don't want to limit it as only a nighttime problem. This is an all-day problem. The vehicles keep going at exorbitant speed.
Yeah, two more text messages here from two different persons. It said traffic wardens not doing their job. Taximen park anywhere, anytime. And where are the warden who we are paying? Only low-class people are ticketed. This take one say, some of these dollar taxi, they don't got dollar taxi again, like $3 though. Some not 3 and some not 2. And carry up say the gas price they indicate. That when you go in their car, some of them they can't even stop when you ask them to stop because it seems like their brakes are not working, and some of them drive with the child class. And that dangerous when you drive with a chanclas, you know, because you know that chanclas could stick in your brakes or it could stick in your ags and then you could lose control.
That's why I constantly tell you, no more than cha-cha-cha.
No, but it's
big deal to the show.
But it's serious thing, but them by the way they run and lead taxi from up this side here, so they got so not too comfortable or not too safe the ways of when they stop and pick up passengers or when they stop for take out passengers. And like you see somebody, like if they call and they see somebody, they just pass the traffic light and they see somebody and they stop right there. You know, they stop right there. Tell her, ¿por qué ustedes tienen que pararse? Pues tenemos que vivir. No podemos dejar el...
Pero en el amor de Dios, también tienes que conducir según las leyes de tráfico. No porque tú tienes el deseo de vivir, quiere decir que vas a causar un tráfico que causará muerte a una persona detrás de ti. Ponte a pensar, pero es nuestro egoísmo.
Yeah. Sugar City Morning Show, hello, good morning.
Yes, Checky.
Good morning, my brother.
Yeah, Checky.
Yeah.
We need to just pass on the message now that we want to pass on the message to the ministry.
Hello?
We lost that call. Can you kindly call back again? I think the person ran out of credit.
Yeah. Tenemos uno aquí en español, pa. Y es bien largo.
Buenos días y bendiciones a todas las personas que escuchan este programa. Es curioso cuando ves a los policías y a esos de transport haciendo checkpoint cuando ellos pueden andar sin licencia y sin seguro de sus vehículos. Bueno, eso no lo sé, que andan sin seguro y sin no lo sé, pero si tú sabes de eso, quizás nos puedes decir más, pero lo que sí puedo decir es de que muchas veces nos insisten de que cuando estamos en las camionetas, que nos sentamos en el piso de la camioneta, atrás.
Yeah, the pan.
Pero cuando ellos están en el vehículo, los ves sentados en los lados de la camioneta. Así que les hace la pregunta, bueno, ¿y cómo es de que la ley no te aplica a ti? ¿Y cómo es que aplica a mí nada más? Entonces dicen, tú simplemente haz lo que yo te estoy diciendo y no te fijes. Eso no es la actitud correcta. Tú tienes que, you have to lead by example. Tú tienes que mostrar sobre todo de que tú estás haciendo las cosas bien.
Yeah.
Así que, si vas a insistir que otros apliquen la ley, pues entonces hazlo tú también.
Yeah, this next one is saying here, I believe that the fine for the ticket is too low. They should raise it so that when they catch these people, They have to pay big, and maybe by doing that, they will learn.
Maybe. What do you think about that?
Why when you a big amount up and say, well, you know what? We are giving a ticket now, used to be 50, we are getting a $200 ticket. You think anybody will be here? But right now, some of the people who drive the up and down taxi, the $3 taxi now, they don't know they have an area in a town where they're not supposed to stop because they have a ticket there, and $50 they can get right away. So when they see them, they so. So I tell her, what happened? Es que si vamos a parar allá, nos van a dar un ticket de $50. So they don't stop wrong the area there. Because they realize that they're not giving them a ticket with a $10, they want a $50 ticket. So they try them best. If you don't try to pick up people in that area, because you know they have that little rift with the taxi association, and now they pick up people around them because the taxi association feel like then they take away business for them, a lot of things. So that $50 there, they respect that.
Yo creo que para tratar de alivianar la situación, simplemente puedes poner 2 personas en motocicletas vigilando el área. Es más, pudieran estar por Tate, Connor Tate and Dr. Baker Road, pudieran estar ahí. Okay. Y simplemente cuando hay vehículos que estén yendo rápido, uno se puede posicionar ahí, el otro adelante, y se comunican por radio. Mira, aquel me acaba de pasar yendo a 70 millas por hora. Entonces, páramelo, avísale, o múltalo. Pero yo no sé si lo están haciendo eso, yo no lo sé, me imagino que no. Pero hay formas de atender este problema. Para traer conciencia de que hay problema, de que Dios sabe de que pudiera suceder un accidente feo en esta área. Pudiera, pero gracias a Dios no ha sucedido y ojalá y nunca suceda. Pero ojalá y tengamos la capacidad de poder reaccionar a esta situación, compañeros. Ojalá y no tengamos problemas en el futuro.
Yeah, ¿okay? Let's take our final break.
Vamos a tomar una pausa, compañeros, 18 minutos antes de las 9 de la mañana. Ojalá y tu mañana sea placentera. Y aquí de nuevo enviándoles saludos a Miss Lalical, que nos ve fielmente, y a su familia. Tomamos esa pausa.
Did you know that if you are an owner or operator providing accommodation for cash purposes to any local or foreign guest, regardless of its location in the country, you are required by law to register with the Registrar Hotels at the Belize Tourism Board? Did you know that Section 27(1) of the Hotels and Tourist Accommodation Act, Chapter 285 of the Substantial Laws of Belize, Revised Edition 2011, makes it mandatory for you to register with the BTB? For further information, please contact the BTB by email, telephone, or fax.
You might have a mom, she might be the bomb, but ain't nobody got a mom like mine.
Las tiendas A&R orgullosamente anuncian la llegada de un gran surtido de artículos justo a tiempo para el mes de mayo, mes dedicado especialmente para celebrar y honrar a nuestras queridas madrecitas. Si buscas fragancias, electrónicos para el cabello, electrónicos para el cuidado de cabello, relojes de mano o artículos para el desarrollo físico, no busques más. A&R lo tiene todo. Y si buscas sobrecamas en todas medidas, toallas, cortinas para habitación o baño, juegos de olla, contenedores para basura y muchos artículos más para el hogar, una simple visita a A&R lo resuelve todo. Tiendas A&R, donde el gran surtido y los mejores precios hacen toda la diferencia. Visítanos en cualquiera de nuestras tiendas: Corozal, Orange Walk, Ciudad Belice, Belmont, San Ignacio, Dangriga, San Pedro y ahora en Ladyville.
They see you and how you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Fresh in range, a colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longanisa, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175. or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital. Venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
High school basketball showcase took center stage at the first ever event to take place in the historic state-of-the-art Belize City Civic Center. Thanks to the government of Belize, Belizeans now have a massive modern entertainment and convention facility to be utilized by all sectors of society.
I have gone on record to say as well that Teachers' Day this year, which will come in next month of May, will also be here in the Belize Civic Center. All 5,000, almost 6,000 teachers strong will converge here in the Belize Civic Center for a massive event. There is no other place in this country that can hold the kind of numbers that the Belize Civic Center can hold.
Government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Welcome back to this last segment of the Sugar City Morning Show. It is exactly 12 minutes before 9. Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros, a este último segmento del Sugar City Morning Show, cuando son las 9 menos 12 minutos. Pronóstico para el día de hoy, caluroso, pero sí con la posibilidad por la tarde de chubascos y tormentas aisladas aquí en el norte y interior del país. Digo aquí porque, bueno, ojalá y tengamos un chubasquito para aplacar el polvo y refrescar un poquito, porque al final del día el calor, 96 grados en el interior, compañeros, con una humedad relativa casi al 100%, pues indica que en realidad se va a sentir la temperatura en exceso de 100 grados. No que sea 100 grados, pero se va a sentir en exceso de 100 grados. Feels like temperature.
Yeah.
Pero, compañero, estamos hablando...
Before we go off of this topic, we're almost ready for close. He said, this person said, but raising the price will affect the lower class poor people, and the rich will walk away. Most of the time, they do wrong and they get away. I think they must say when the big time man and calling or getting no ticket. You know, but Emmanuel...
That's a valid point
yes,
too, you know.
yeah. We'd like to remind everybody before we close this morning that the United Democratic Party are inviting all Belizeans, 18 and over, born Belizeans, to apply, because the applications are out for persons who are interested and become a standard bearer for the United Democratic Party.
In all 31 constituencies.
All.
So if you feel that you got what it takes to lead the people in Central, like Moses led the people out of Egypt, his people out of Egypt, okay? Then, hey, aviéntate. If you have, if you think that you have what it takes to
serve your people,
in whatever capacity, but in particular as a standard bearer for the United Democratic Party in whatever constituency, 31. I'm just calling out Central. I'm calling out Central because it's time that we get somebody sin pelos en la lengua. And time that we get somebody who is new and who will be able to garner the support from the people of Central, and not have a situation that, yo no voy a votar para él porque tal y tal y tal y tal. Y ustedes ya saben las razones que dicen.
Yeah, and deadline for applications is on the 29th of June.
Exactly so.
And like Emmanuel said, not send it with somebody, man. Carry it and drop it off yourself. You know, I believe the applications can be downloaded from the United Democratic Party website. So you can download that and take it. Remember, it's at 5 p.m. on the 29th. That is going to be the last Friday in the month of June. 5 p.m. 5 past 5 is not good. 5 p.m. on the 29th. Or if you never get a carry the 29th, you say, well, I'll carry it Monday. You know good. You know good.
Don't take anything for granted. Not because you're close to the party, that means that you will be an exception.
Or say, no, pero ya tienen un ministro en ese área? No. All 31 constituents are open. No care if you hear, but I hear this one don't apply. That no means that you can't apply. Because like Emmanuel rightly said, the application will be vetted, and then from there, the party will figure it out, the committee. If you have to go for a convention, because there's 5 people here, there's 2. If only one person apply, then that person will automatically become the standard bearer with a convention. Because they still have to have an endorsement convention.
Exactly so.
You know?
Exactly so.
And talking about convention, we know that right now the opposition are having some heated conventions. We understand a big one is coming up in Corozal this weekend.
That's exactly right.
I understand there is 4 persons. Then we have this one coming up on the 10th here in Orange Walk East.
Orange Walk East.
And then we have...
And I just want to quickly interject there that I never know Josue had such a strong following. I was speaking to some people from the East Division, and I go like, and you know how we girl like that, with a big Brad word.
They call Brad.
In between. I don't know why did this or why did that. This man no keep to the area, but we da Josue, and we da this, and we da that. So, there may be surprises, but then just quickly remember that the machinery, Kevin is being supported by the Brisenia faction, and I gather that he will have the machinery behind him. But then again, there's going to be a lot of resentment coming from the Josue Carballo camp. So what are these voters going to do at the end of the day if Kevin wins? Are they going to just quickly cover under the same blanket and say, tell her what, with the PUP might as well vote for Kevin now? Or will the feelings be running so deep and so deep that they will go, I'm not going to vote, or I'd rather vote for somebody else than vote for somebody who stabbed me in my back?
Then right there, I'm going to come and win.
Aha. Possible scenario.
The people from the executive of the Albert Division in Belize City for the opposition has written a letter to the party saying that they are in full support of Mr. Thompson, who has been there, and a sign, it showed a signature that they are in full support, because we know last week when we touched it to leave it, I say that, yeah, this Senator Woods, she spoke on Wednesday, he said by Friday, he may make up his mind. Well, Friday come and he make up his mind. So she's on the ground now, doing her thing. But you know what is, like you mentioned, Pa, that sometimes when people get vexed and so they separate, both of them are senators for the opposition.
Well, make them battle and make them have a highly senatorial battle, and the people will decide. But again, the question is, yes, alive, the democracy is alive and going, but the who behind the whole thing.
What the grease there?
The who the elbow grease for this one.
Yeah. And I understand that convention is set for the 17th of June. That is set for the 17th of June. But that will be very interesting in that area to find out as well. Because, you know, like this man don't got the people set up already and this lady to come in, but like you said, with the Democratic...
Alberts won in the municipal election, didn't we?
Big.
Big.
And it's been represented...
Tracy Tega will not be beat in that division. I could tell you straight up.
But you know that Alberts has always been a strong UDP hole, you know.
It's only when my Spat was there that it turned completely PUP. But that was speaking about his
personnel
and his capacity and his leadership skills and the team that he had.
Yeah, and that time Mr. Gosu was out already.
And I think that Tracy Tega is already there on the same level, so she enjoys the support of the people from Albert, and I do believe that that she is going to win that division easy.
Yeah. But when you say committee members, executive, you have your executive in your area, they come up and put one letter and then they sign. That's a very dangerous thing, you know. Because what if that person, it comes out that this person don't get elected? Go there and people sign. You can't blame the party for that this person don't get elected, because that the people don't vote. But then you know how sentiments go. When that sentiments, because if they are bold enough to sign them name on a paper, we have to commend them for that, because then they work with this man and I know how to, I'm not saying that Valerie anything wrong, you know, but then people say they want this man. So what happened now if they go and then she wins the convention? What can be them people perspective after that?
Well, they were vexed to hell.
Yeah, they are vexed, but it's a democratic process that we have to go through, but we are a democratic country. That's why I believe we live so good, apart from the gangs there where they kill up each other, you know. But on that note, Pa, it's time for us to go. It has been a pleasure being here bright and early this Tuesday morning. Tomorrow they say I pass the hump, because I say, me don't know why people say when you don't pass Wednesday or pass the hump of the week. I don't know, you look like what, Monday or Tuesday hard for them? Because when Wednesday pass, you know what they call Thursday? Thursday. At time we start to sip up and get ready for Friday. But I never come to work this morning, boss, because I feel bad. You got to go home. So, you know, for Thursday about 3 o'clock, they knock off, you know, and start to knock on at least something. On Friday, they got to go home. So they not report till Monday. And maybe if they drink up over the weekend, Monday, they report after half day.
Compañeros, aquí además recordándoles de que eso repite hoy por la noche a las 9 de la noche. Mañana, durante el curso de la semana, tendremos, bueno, mañana vamos a tener a la señora, al Pastor Ann, con nosotros para un segmento 2 del show. Y luego el jueves tendremos a la señora Badra Coleman. Estamos uniéndonos a los esfuerzos de tratar de invitar a todos para el Cancer Walk este fin de semana. Así que, y el viernes ya, el viernes creo que tendremos otra persona, así que por adelantado, nada más le estamos diciendo de que, y bastante interesante la posición de Pastor Ann en torno a lo que es el diferendo Guatemala y Belice, de eso estará hablando. Pero, compañeros, estaremos de vuelta con ustedes mañana a la misma hora, a las 7, aquí dándole las gracias al equipo de producción, al señor Chequi también y a todas las personas que participaron, llamaron, mandaron textos o que simplemente sentaron, vieron y gozaron. Muchas gracias por todo esto. Me anima, me hace sentir muy bien luego de platicar con gente que te dice, sabes, te veo a diario, les veo a diario y nunca fallo el programa por la mañana, y si lo fallo por la mañana, les veo de vuelta por la noche. Compañeros, muchas gracias por eso.
Tengo un mensaje.
Dime.
Dice que está bien, no queremos que Emmanuel vaya, pero queremos ver la novela, pero si quieres, Emmanuel, puedes venir a mi casa a ver la novela. Vivo en el 820, dice. ¿Qué vas a hacer?
Sabes, no soy novelero, enteramente, no soy novelero, pero yo entiendo de que quieren ver su novela, así que vamos a dar las gracias a todos y decirles de que ha sido un gran gusto estar con ustedes. Mañana estaremos de vuelta con ustedes, mañana miércoles estaremos de vuelta con ustedes a la misma hora. Se cuidan todos. Mi nombre es Emmanuel.
And I'm Robert Cheque Usher. And if the good Lord so will, folks, we say hasta mañana.
Until we meet again. Se cuidan todos. Un abrazo.